we are joined by our next two guests. Roll on, roll off. That's the policy we have here in Belfield FM. And we're delighted to be joined by two members from UCD Dramsoc to come in to talk to us about the Freshers Co-op this week. And that is, of course, two Guvnors, two Guvnors, a play by Richard Bean. So, guys, thanks a million for coming on the show today.
Oh, no problem at all. Thank you for having us.
So we have Rob and we have Aoife. Am I right?
Yes.
100%. There we go. That's all the research I did. So, looking at the Freshers Co-op, this is obviously, from outside looking in, is a showcase for some of the freshers that have joined the societies in September and have grown and are being showcased. Is that the general concept of the Freshers Co-op?
Yeah, so it's the basic idea around it is that when freshers come into the Drama Society, they might feel a bit kind of overwhelmed, intimidated by the level of, people that are already in there. So, when you have shows being put on by directors, you get older members who would have more experience. So the Freshers Co-op gives the freshers an opportunity to get involved in a big show in a way, and get them to feel more comfortable in the Drama Society.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and as well as that, there is Freshers.
Oh, the Freshers Project.
The Freshers Project is a play, but speaking for me personally, I was very nervous. That was at the start of the year. Very nervous for that. Went in an audition, just said no, I can't do it. Not gonna show up for the rest. So, I think once you're more comfortable getting into college and in yourself, and you feel like, oh no, I'm gonna go for something, the co-op is definitely really good for that. Okay. And just getting to know more people and.
That's a great idea, because I know myself in first year being involved in a society, I used to love when they highlight the work of the fresher, even though obviously there was a lot of people behind the scenes. So how many freshers will be taking a part? What's the kind of ratio, I guess, from kind of the old heads to the new?
So the play has a cast of 11 people, and there will be 6 freshers in it and 5 older members. We actually have a very, very talented cast, especially the freshers, because, it can be a daunting experience going in to do a kind of a showcase play. Usually Dramsoc has 2 shows a week, one at 1 p.m. and one at 7. The Freshers Co-op goes on at just 7, and there's no other show during the week, so it's the focus for Dramsoc for the week. So it can be daunting, but I have to say everyone's really pulled it together, especially considering we only had 2 weeks to put this together, which is the shortest time that I think it's ever been done. So
it's been a lot of rehearsals, very intense, but it's been good as well. It's been great for bonding and getting to know everyone. And
a huge amount of commitment from our crew, our directors, Ali Dempsey and Camille, and our whole crew and cast. It's been great.
Sorry, and could you tell us a little bit about the play itself? My knowledge of it is limited to the fact that I know James Corden was famously in it on Broadway, and
that's the limit of everyone's knowledge.
Yeah, but that's about it. And I know it's a comedy, and he won a Tony. So, are you guys going for Tonys? But tell me more about the play.
So, the show is actually based off a 200-year-old Italian comedy. Written by Carlo Goldoni, called A Servant of Two Masters. It was a farcical play then, and then it was adapted by Richard Bean, yeah. And it takes place in Brighton in the 1960s. And yes, you're right, James Corden he was famously in that show. And I play Francis Henshaw, who's sort of a dim-witted fellow who ends up getting a job with 2 different kind of gangsters, and he spends the play trying to keep that from the other one, so keep them from knowing about it. And they have actually their own storyline going on in the background,
where my character Rachel Crabb, her brother Roscoe was one of the said gangsters who was killed by her boyfriend Stanley Stubbers, who is Francis's other governor. So Rachel, am in disguise as my brother Roscoe, posing as one of your governors, and you are trying to keep Stanley away from Roscoe/Rachel. But we're both trying to find each other, it's very complicated, but it's easier when you see the play.
Yeah, that's why we'd encourage anyone that is confused to go see the play. Yeah. Kind of delving deeper into the background of preparations for plays, and I know you guys said that you did have a limited window with a 2-week preparation for this one in particular, but on average, how long would it take to prepare for a showcase like this? Would it obviously would be longer than 2 weeks?
To be honest, setting out an actual timeline for that stuff is really difficult. I think
it all comes down to dedication.
To the commitment to it. If, like, we have pulled this together, something that we all, when we read the script and everything, thought that it was going to be...
a disaster.
Well, not a disaster. Nigh on impossible to get done in time. But through a lot of commitment from everybody involved, we've actually really pulled this together. We're really excited about it now.
Really proud of it as well, I think. Like, for
Absolutely.
the amount of time we had, we're very proud of the work that we have done.
Sometimes you just get given a deadline, you just gotta say, this is what you've got to do, so...
Gonna work your best at it.
Absolutely.
There you go. And with the play itself now, it's set in 1960s Brighton. And one thing that fascinated me, I obviously went to a play last week. I went to see Jane Eyre. And one thing I was fascinated was the level of accents, and it was, you know, it just amazed me. And in particular, shout out to Mrs. Fairfax, who had that, was a Geordie accent, a mother accent that was just absolutely fantastic. I used to crack up the audience whenever she spoke, but you guys obviously had to have some sort of old-time English accent for this play. What's it like nailing down an accent? Do you kind of have to get up a morning, noon and night, speak to your friends and talk in this way, or is it kind of a case of you going, you know, away and kind of just trying to nail it down from there?
Well, it's very much one of those East London accents, like not really an old-timey accent, more just very...
Eventually, you don't even think about it.
Lovely jubbly.
See, we weren't actually asking them to go in there, but you know you're in preparation for a play when it just comes out like that, you know.
It does, yeah.
It does.
When you go over the lines, what I usually do anyway is I had one particular line that I would pick out that I knew how the accent would sound. So if I ever lost it, I'd think about that line again. Would help bring it back.
Go back into it, yeah.
But when you rehearse a lot of times in a row, eventually it just kind of sticks into your head, and then you also find it kind of comes into real life sometimes if you're just doing a menial task.
Like, there's been many a time where I've called Rob Francis, just like, Francis.
Yeah, exactly. It just kind of comes out eventually.
And Aoife, as a first year, do you think, and there's obviously other first years involved in play, do you think being involved in this has made you want to continue in your involvement in Dramsoc at a much greater level?
Definitely. Yeah, I've had a brilliant experience so far with Dramsoc, and just the kindness and welcoming nature of the people in there. And everyone works so hard to bring the show together and to make it such a good show. Mm-hmm. And we're all very supporting of each other, I think, and just want the best for the show. And it's really made me fall in love with drama again, I think. I took it up when I was younger, and then I stopped for a while in secondary school. But I think I'm really getting back into it and really wanting to do more plays and more projects and stuff with Dramsoc in the future.
That's great. And one thing looking from the outside in again is that obviously this is my 4th year here in UCD. I've obviously been aware of what Dramsoc have been doing, and I think they literally are the epitome of hard work, because I've been to several plays and I've seen the work that's put in, not only, you know, with stage design, but also with you know, lighting, you know, the people that are there to take tickets, I guess, at the start of the show. There's so many people involved behind the scenes that I pose a general question now: how the hell do you get your degrees?
We don't, is the very simple answer to that.
Snap.
D for Dramsoc.
Oh, it requires a lot of work. I mean, a lot of sleepless nights, spending the day in Dramsoc and then spending the night trying to get an essay done that was due the week before.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we have a lot of very dedicated people, especially a lot of people's, it can be forgotten about the people who are behind the scenes, you know, those who don't want to act necessarily, but are hugely interested in doing tech and set design.
They have just as big, if not a bigger role in the production than the actors.
And they are incredibly talented. I mean, the people in tech do things that I can't do.
It's amazing.
But there's huge amount of talented people involved in Dramsoc all around, so it's a very good society to be a part of, I have to say.
It's not just one thing, it's kind of a whole range of
lots. Definitely, because you can go from kind of stage management to, you know, the set design to obviously the acting itself. And one thing, you know, shout out to last week was they managed to create the illusion of a fire with 2 orange lights, which I was like, wow, that actually does look like a fire. So that's a bit of talent in itself.
Yeah, well, they didn't want to light an actual fire, so I suppose they had to compromise.
Health and safety, all that.
Yeah, that makes sense. One other question I wanted to ask then was your roles in particular. I know you guys were talking about, the role of Frances and the role of Rachel Crabb / Roscoe. Did you have to kind of go out of your comfort zones for these roles? Like what, do you guys have, was what I'm asking, roles that you're more suited to? Like, because I know you have, the teacher role, I guess, who kind of shouts at people and tells them to do stuff, and you have the kind of the role of the little girl that kind of gets abused and kind of bullied and stuff. What are your best strengths?
Oh well, I'm kind of in my element with Francis. I'm just a goofy fella anyway, so this is kind of perfect for me, just to like mess about, have fun with it. Not to say like I haven't done or couldn't do more serious roles or whatever, but this is really where I ought to be when it comes to acting and stuff. So he's a kind of goofy dim-witted fella, but has fun with everything. Oh, yeah. So definitely in my element.
Yeah. See, I think I'd be kind of the opposite in that respect. I'm usually more geared towards more serious roles, whereas with this it's very much a goofy play. I'm having a low accent for it, having to get my male posture sorted, the kind of shoulders forward, all of that. So
which is very intimidating.
Yeah, I think that's been a bit challenging, trying to go from male to female in the body language and the voice, which has been a bit challenging, but hopefully I will have it nailed down for tonight anyway. So I think I've gotten the gist of it by now.
All right, Eamon, anything to add there?
No, I think that was a pretty comprehensive look.
I think so. Myself and Eamon here are sharing a mic, so if you hear the old swivel, that's what it is. Guys, thanks a million for coming on anyway. I'm sure we will have more representatives from Dramsoc as the year goes on, because our show is definitely aiming to showcase what's going on campus, and Dramsoc are very much relevant in that role. So do you just want to give a plug then on when can guys see One Man, Two Guvnors? What time's it on? I think it starts tomorrow.
It starts today.
Oh, today?
Yeah, today.
Oh my God, great journalism on my behalf.
No, it's fine. Today, it's Monday to Friday at 7:00.
Dramsoc Theatre.
Dramsoc Theatre. So the tickets will be €3
to €5.
So it's
three for Dramsoc members and 5 for non-Dramsoc members.
And if you want to sign up for the society at the door, you can. That's €2, and then it would be €3 for the ticket. So
what time is that?
7:00.
7:00
tonight. So, and also if you do sign up for Dramsoc, then all future shows will be €3 rather than 5, so it might be worth it.
It's definitely worth it, especially because it's around the time of grant submissions, and membership numbers is very important. So guys, support your troops here in UCD. That's coming from a previous auditor. Alright, so we're going to go into a song, guys. Thanks a million again for coming, and best luck with the play during the week.
Thank you so much for having us.
That's no problem at all. We will definitely have to go see it on that accord and give a stern review next week.
Absolutely, we look forward to it.
No problem. So I was thinking of a song here, and I thought, sure, look, when the play is set in 1960s Brighton, we may as well play a song in the 1960s. I'm not an expert now on music in Brighton in the 1960s, but I will play a 1960s song, and because Dramsoc are putting on this play generally in the evening / night time, I'm going to play a song by Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. Oh, what a night. This is Good Morning Belfield, and we'll be back after this.